Hey friends, I know this is astrology and doesn't mean anything, but this is the OTHERS-btc chart. And I was thinking of a scenario that could be a bit of a Joker wild card if things did recover. And I'll just tell you what could happen. Okay, so alt seasons in the past, you have 5 or 6 green monthly candles in a row. Okay, so we had, this is 2017, we had 6. This is DeFi season. Okay, and then you had, this is Altseason Wave 1. This is Dogecoin Mania, okay? So 5 to 6 green months in a row on OTHERS-btc. And remember, they start slow and they accelerate. I was wondering, right? I was thinking of this scenario in my head. I go, well, imagine altcoins finish this month green on OTHERS-btc and they slowly walk up for the next like 6 months. And they actually blow off. Okay, I know it sounds impossible, right? But if we had, I just want to show you, see these 2 circles? I was thinking of a scenario where we can get this kind of super cycle-ish look, but it doesn't feel like it. And it would involve this. It would involve where Altseason Wave 1, right, we finish green and we do 5 or 6 green months in a row. And then we peak in like March, April, or May. Okay, and over here, no one wants to get out, of course. But I just want to show you, if you look at the linear chart, it's like it's a retracement. Okay, so it could be like here. I just want to show you, like, don't think that move is light either. That's quite an aggressive move, because it is. If you check the bottom of this candle to the top here, that is a 431% gain on Bitcoin. It's about 5.3x. Okay, now obviously that was big because Bitcoin in that period of time, I think, did a 2.5. So all altcoins did about a 12. But here, right, if you did like another 438% run, I started from the bottom of this wick that no one could buy from the Chinese exchange cabal. But it gets it around to this target. By the way, this target, friends, all I did is I just did like a Fibonacci, a retracement. That's all I did, okay? So you just do it here. The Fibonacci is around somewhere, the 618 to 786. It's around here, okay? So that's where I'm getting that circle from. It's not just a random circle join on there, even though there is some bit of astrology. And I'm wondering, if we went there, what if, and remember, we are now in next year, what if we got like a shortened bull where we hit there and then we go into a bear market and everyone thinks it's over by like 2027 starting, but altcoins come back, right, and they actually go sideways until here's Trump's last term, the year, where we come up and we actually get back to this target, this one up here, and we actually hit the target up there. And that would be Trump in his final term, 2028. I'm thinking of that Joker card scenario because I'm wondering, friends, like, you know, Bitcoin, like, what if it doesn't blow off hard? What if it stops at like 150? You know, let's say, friends, you know, if Ethereum hit like 9,500 and Bitcoin is 150, that's still an ETH-BTC of around 0.063, which I'll show you. So the ratio can match up. I'm just showing you stuff to maybe prepare, right? So this is 0.063. It would involve, right, here we have ETH-BTC. It would involve something like that, you know, where we run up next year and ETH goes up here. Everyone thinks it's great, and then we poopy, and then here is Trump's last term, and we actually come back for Altseason Wave 2. I'm wondering about that because there's just a lot of things happening because QT, this is the thing, right? Liquidity drives everything, right? But QT is just ending. It is ending, and you can see it on, once again, I'm bringing the OTHERS-btc chart. You can see it on the balance sheet, right? This is it, right? The QT is just ending, right? So, and we know, right, when they start doing this liquidity injection stuff, right, correlations with crypto, they increased, yeah? Because pretty much people feel like the US Fed's got their back, whatever it is, okay? It does affect, I guess, the boosting psychologically, the wealth effect of everyone out here who's ready to pretty much participate in the economy. But, you know, there's almost like this general consensus, even people who think, oh, bear market's coming, everyone's kind of leaning towards, since there's no real explosive blow-off where we're going to run all the way through Trump's term, You know, even Arthur Hayes thinks that. But, you know, Arthur thinks Bitcoin's price by that time will be not pretty much $1 million by 2028, you know, which we'll hold our breath for that one, okay? But it is something just to contemplate here where, you know, where we eventually hit the targets, they just take a long time, okay? I wonder if that's it, you know? I wonder if we got a long one. Something interesting as well, right? The distance of the bulls, okay? The distance of the bull market, you know, we've had 3-year bears before, but because we have a 4-year bear, I wonder because we had a 4-year bear market for altcoins, is it now going to take, you know, longer to achieve its targets? Okay, and so when I draw this OTHERS-btc, I'm wondering if it comes here, see, no one's going to get out at all, obviously, because everyone thinks it's just getting started. And then we do sync, and then we do maybe eventually in 2028. That's the final year. Will they do that though? So you don't know when it comes to the timing of any of these, but I wanted just to throw that your way because, you know, when we started this many years ago, we just didn't think that we'd hit this point where, you know, I always said we're holding to December 2025. I never thought we'd get here, and we just got like cursed into oblivion. Where we literally, the business cycle, unfortunately, has literally done 36 bad months in a row. Did not think, man. Look, we got back Black Swan. We literally got Black Swan. It's literally the worst period in 140 years. I've shown it to you. And this is just like another perspective to see that's still the PMI, right? You can see how in the previous cycles, man, look what we had to deal with. Tiny. And it was still vicious, man. The PMI was below 50 and altcoin bear market was still horrific. And now, look what we're dealing with. Oh my gosh, this is a freaking abomination, man. A freaking abomination. So it is literally next level. It's funny, Luca, and PMI actually went down instead of up. Absolute cinema. And you got to remember, sir, anything below 50, trash. And alt seasons, traditionally, they've only been active when PMI is 52, okay, in the past. So if we're saying even 50 on the dot's not good enough, 50, 49, 48, they're all the same to us. So I just want to leave you some inspirational friendship as well. We must fight back. Fight for our right to green candle party in November. So even Crypto Crappo chimed in and says Novembear. All right. So that's why I'm just showing you. Remember, this is just purely astrology. You don't know, man. Like, okay, yeah. You want to go and talk about, hey, what's the worst case that can happen? Okay, firstly, we did get the worst case. We were meant to start going up from here. Okay, we were meant to, like every other cycle, go up, but we actually got dark prophesied, all right? Trump came in, kind of sad. Trump came in. Remember, I spoke with this. Trump came in. Everyone had confidence that it was going to continue. It didn't. We got bad. It just feels like it's never, ever going to end. So you want to talk about, hey, how can the worst case go even worse? All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, just straight to zero. That's what it could be. But we've had an extended bear market for 1 year. It makes me think now. Which is like, you know, no one gives this any possibility of happening. But like, okay, if you extended our bear market, does that mean you can extend our bull? Does that? I don't know. We've never seen something like this before. Right? So that's why I just want to show this to you so you're open to this possibility. Because, you know, friends, in each cycle, right, all of it stems from this. In each cycle, there are 2 Altseason waves. Okay? There are 2 Altseason waves. And in 2013, you had 2 Altseason waves as well. They peaked in April of 2013 and then December. Okay. But in the past, they've been 6 months apart. Exactly. Right. Remember, Altseason wave 1 peaked May 2021, April, May 2021. And then 6 months later, peaked again around November. Right. So are they going to be exactly 6 months apart? I don't know. I'm just totally guessing here. Totally guessing. Could they be? I mean, this distance itself is 2 years apart. It'd be, you know, so we don't know, right, when it comes to these. Yes, total astrology here, but just opening ourselves to the possibility of these because, like, man, whether you hate crypto or whatever, man, like you can't deny, friends, we have peer-to-peer finance now. We have open finance, prediction markets, stablecoins, privacy. It's a matter of time before the market realizes that these things are on the price. So let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, beat the button, or catch you in the next one.